Stand for the pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Diane Allen. Here. Ray Morrissey.
Here.
Amy Schiffer.
Here.
Joe Turner.
Here.
Cal Ellis.
Here.
Okay, and acknowledgements and announcements. The annual dog licensing was from April 1st to June 1st, and it's $6, and after June 1st, it's $6 plus $25. So if you haven't registered your dog, please do it soon. The financial town meeting, Tuesday, June 9th, 2026, 7 o'clock at Exeter, West Greenwich Junior Senior High in the auditorium. I expect to see you all there. And C, Council President Diane Danton Allen presented the Boston cane to the town's oldest citizen, Constance O'Neill, who is 98 years of age, at her home in Exeter on May 9th, along with Lynn, with her family and trusted friends. And honestly, she does not look 98. She looks like she's about 60. Really, she looks great. And she's sharp as a tack.
Yeah.
She's great. Okay, approval of the agenda order.
Move to approve as presented.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Communications, does anyone want to pull? I have a few. Cal?
I did have several.
Okay.
I think you're all set on those ones, A and A you didn't mention, but you didn't mention the Reynolds Trust, but.
There isn't, number 2, that voucher was already taken care of last month. It should have came also.
Oh.
But
Okay. Yes,
no more.
as far as communications, numbers 5, 16, 19, and 21, please.
Joe?
Good for right now.
Okay. Then, Ray?
Cal took mine.
You took 2 of mine, but I'll put in 13 also.
This was 5, 16, 19, and 21.
Yes, please.
Oh, Mike. Right by, right? Okay, is it working? Hello?
Well, you can yell at people.
Bring it closer.
Okay, vacancies and appointments, vacancies, personnel board, 5 members needed. I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, personnel board, 5 members needed, but we don't have anyone, right? Exeter Rural and Preservation Trust Committee members, 3 are needed to serve 4-year terms beginning the date of appointment. We don't have anyone tonight, let's go. Board of Tax Assessment Review, alternate member, 1 needed, to see a 3-year term, nothing. Planning board clerk, nothing. Resignations, none. Appointments, planning board member, we do have 2 people here. We have
Nominate
5.
Donna G. Donato for that position, please.
Is there a second? No second, so I will nominate Jeff Jeffrey Vacara
Second.
to the planning, as a planning board member.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Uh,
Okay. Expiring term. Richard Kaufmani, zoning board, a review member. His term expires June 30th. And Diane Gemma Reynolds, charitable trust committee, and her term expires on July 17th. Can we send letters?
No, I already did, and they both want to be reappointed.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can just make a motion,
Or, okay, we can do it. So I'll make a motion to reappoint Richard Quattromani, zoning board, a review member, and Diane Jenna Reynolds, charitable trust committee.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now, public hearing. We have to open it for licensing board. Okay. No, it's not. Okay. I'll make a motion to go into public hearing for secondhand dealer license application, 710 Perspectives LLC, Lori Shop around the corner, 367 Newsnack Hill Road, Exeter, Rhode Island, flat, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 And do we have, which one of these is,
Lori is here.
Lori, would you like to speak?
I'm right here.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to speak?
I don't really have much to say.
That's okay.
Yeah, yes.
Let's see.
I'm just happy to be
Okay.
opening a shop in town.
Yes, that's great. Yes, I have. Any discussion?
Well, I'm just a little curious, only, is it 7 days a week? What is your plan for the
it's-
shop?
Most likely it's gonna be more like 5 days a week, Wednesday through Sunday, possibly, or Tuesday through Saturday. And it's gonna be all secondhand, consignment, artisan type things.
Where is it in relation to the other buildings?
Thank you.
It's right at 165 and Route 3, on the property belonging to Bobby Franklin.
Oh, okay. On the other side of 165?
Yes,
Right. Oh.
Almost across from the fire station.
yes, directly across.
Is it ready for you to move into?
It's
or-
just about, yeah, so it's just
Okay.
a little bit more clearing up of the outside and,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Thank you.
Well, welcome.
Well
Good luck to
done.
you.
Yeah, good luck.
Any
Thank
more
you for-
discussion?
I just
No,
want to add,
All
I just want to add that all requirements have been met, and a certified mailing and advertising fees in the amount of $131.86 are owed.
okay.
So you can,
And so she,
she knows, but you can make the motion subject to.
okay. Okay.
Everybody signed up
let's-
for a comment on this?
I
one?
didn't see anything. I only see his. I don't know what-
Just move along. Nope, this one doesn't have anything.
Okay, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion, for the second-hand dealer's license application, 710 Perspectives, Lori's Shop around the corner, 367 Newsnack Hill Road, be approved with, subject to the fees being paid. Did you
Second.
hear the amount for those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, on the second public hearing. Not telling us.
When do the extra public cover?
Was that the one? Oh,
That's the next
no.
one.
Okay. I will make a motion to open the second public hearing, the outdoor entertainment license application, Friends of the Exeter Public Library, applicant to host its annual fundraiser, the Exeter Fall Festival, to benefit the Exeter Public Library, Saturday, September 19th, 10 to 3 at Yaga Valley Ski Area.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And Helen is here.
Yes, I am. I'd like to welcome everybody to come out to the Fall Festival again. It's the library's biggest fundraiser. And this year that's new, I mean, we're gonna have our usual pumpkin painting, face painting, and music and that kind of stuff, out of some vendors. But new this year, we will have the local martial arts studio, Curio Ambrosia, I think is their name. They will be performing. And then we also have the magician. This year will be our walking magician, going through the crowd and doing magic. So those are some new things we're bringing this year. So I appreciate everybody's support for the library, and especially the town council's continued support. And I'd like to request that you waive the application fee for the outdoor entertainment license. We have paid for the mailing part. But since all proceeds go to support the Exeter Public Library, we'd like to request that the fee be waived. Thank you.
And there won't be any rain.
No rain this year. No rain. We put our order in already.
Anyway, you all have to go to that too. Does anyone have any questions or?
I just have a comment. I think we should appreciate the work that Helen's done for years. And the fact that the Friends and the Board of Trustees are working in harmony, and it's a good thing. It's a very good thing, so. And Helen, just keep up the good work. Keep it going.
Thank you, we will.
Does a great job. Okay. Okay, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then I'll make a motion to waive the fees,
Waive the application.
the application fees, and to endorse the outdoor entertainment license application, Friends of the Exeter Public Library, applicant to host its annual fundraiser at the Exeter Fall Festival, for the benefit of the Exeter Public Library, September 19th, Saturday, 10 to 3, at Yaga Valley Ski Area.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I don't see anyone signed up. Okay, I'll make a motion to open the outdoor entertainment license application. Karen Levin, on behalf of the Friends of the Exeter Animals, to hold a classic car show, including vendors, on Saturday, September 19th, rain date September 20th, 10 to 3, at the Exeter Animal Shelter, 169 South County Road.
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I did see something. Yes.
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
just a volunteer at the Friends of Exeter Animal Shelter, and I'm just here to get approval for the car show. If you haven't been, I would highly recommend. It's really a lot of fun. Last year, we had almost 150 cars show up. And it's just a fun-filled day to see these old cars and meet the people, and there is a DJ that's there, and we do have some food, and what else do we have? A raffle table and prizes and things like that. And we're hoping that you will approve it for the 15th year.
What is your name,
And what's your
please?
name?
I'm sorry, my name's Beth Hurst, and I live on Liberty Road.
Thank you. Dina, did you want to say anything? Sorry. I can see you hiding back there.
Hello, Dina.
Okay, what about fees and?
There's $206.60 going for the ad and certified mailing and $100 application fee. Is that for the council?
I think that's,
I think we should waive the application fee.
Second.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we can close, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
We got a motion and a second on waiving the application fee. right?
Um,
Hold that for after
Oh, I
closing.
was just gonna hold that.
That's for Liz.
Okay, make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, then I'll make a motion to approve the outdoor entertainment license application. Karen Levin on behalf of the Friends of Exeter Animals, Friends of Exeter Animals, to hold the classic car show, including vendors on Saturday, September 19th, rain date September 20th, from 10 to 3 at the Exeter Animal Shelter, and waive the application fee.
I'll second that.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
I was a judge 1 year down there. 59 caddy. A white one.
Did you drive it?
No. Couldn't reach a pedal.
All right, then I will open the public hearing for the outdoor entertainment license application. Kimberly Cullen on behalf of Kitco Market of Ward, Rhode Island, to hold a weekly farmers market at the Exeter Public Library, 773 10 Rod Road, Exeter, on Thursdays from 3:30 to 6:30, starting on July 2nd and ending on September 3rd. So you're starting tomorrow. Oh, no. July.
No, don't say that.
whole month. Not really. The second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, did anyone want to speak?
It's me, I'm
Yes.
Kimberly, so I am the founder of the Keto Market. And so what we're looking to do is kind of bring in a pure farmer's market and really, supporting our local farmers. I'm a mom of 5 children, and boy, would I have loved to have been able to bring my kids to the library, pick up some books, play on the playground, and then do a little bit of my shopping for the week. So, Exeter being, actually, Washington County alone has over 350 farms. And the state of Rhode Island has over 1,000, so I think that we kind of overlooked that. And I just really feel strongly about bringing everybody together and bringing a nice community event to Exeter on a weekly basis right over at the library. So I appreciate your support. I'm really excited about getting started.
Awesome.
Thank you.
It's a great idea.
Thank you, guys.
Anyone else
Well,
have comments?
Are you, did you say you're reaching out to the local farms here?
Absolutely, 100%. We are starting with all of the Exeter farmers right now. I've already started reaching out pending approval. And so a third of them have already reached back out to me, and so they are interested. Certainly, we hope that they all will join us. I mean, you pass a couple just coming down this way, so, it all depends on if they want to have a little, booth there with us as well. But if for whatever reason they don't want to, we're still gonna try and support them and send people their way on their way out, back to the highway. So Exeter Farms first and foremost, we wanna get them involved, and then also spread the word to some of our surrounding towns.
Are you
know.
using Facebook or how
Yep,
are you?
so we'll be doing Instagram, Facebook, and then certainly flyers at the public library, some signage. We've been approved to put up signs at the library as well, and then a lot of word of mouth. I will be personally reaching out to the farms, making personal visits, phone calls, things of that nature, and also I've started emailing too, so we're getting some good responses back, so I'm kind of excited.
Mm-hmm.
The board addressed that,
Well,
gotcha.
I'll get to that though.
Oh,
So, we had our library board meeting.
Yep.
And on the agenda was the proposition that they had.
Gotcha.
So we didn't really have the ability to talk to you or even vote on anything, but the board did vote, tell me if I'm wrong, we didn't get the minutes yet, that we have concerns that we had to have answered.
Yep.
But we wouldn't have been able to get them answered prior to this meeting. So, a couple of things you already answered, we just don't want to exclude anybody from Exeter.
And
at
they
all.
definitely will not be. And if we need to make any arrangements with any of the Exeter farms, because we know that there's small farmers out there, so there will be a fee to participate,
Right.
but it's tiered number one. So Exeter farmers are, get a super discounted rate, then it goes to surrounding, and then if there are any other, I call them pop-up vendors, but if they don't wanna participate in all of the weeks, and they just wanna do one or two, then they would be outside of that. But if there was ever an Exeter farmer that we needed to even waive a fee for or something, we will do that.
Good.
So we definitely will not eliminate anyone,
Right.
especially from town.
Well, we appreciate the effort. Go ahead.
But what are the proceeds of the fees go to?
So right now, we are for-profit, and we are also going to be donating money back to the library for whatever, whether it's the playground or whatever they want to do. So a portion of the proceeds will be being donated back to the library.
Have you identified a percentage
I
of your
have
cost share?
not, I haven't, because I don't know how many vendors we have.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of like, it's like a catch-22, I can't really sign people up until I get approval, and then once we do, but, I'm working closely with TM, the director, to kind of figure those things out. Even as far as the layout, so fire marshal, I've talked to her today, so there's a couple of things that we couldn't put into place either because I was waiting for the approval. But what I can say is the spring market, if any of you went, I certainly did. There was probably I think 53 vendors there. I don't think we're gonna get even half of that, because again, it is, we're limiting to pure, what the farm experience, so we're trying to bring that farm to table experience to the residents and surrounding communities. So I don't think we'll be able to get to that point, so logistically, we think we're gonna be fine, as long as we maintain, keeping the parking lot clear and travel in and out of the library. And we will be running during library hours, the library will be open, so we wanna be cognizant of that. So we're, any of the vendors, they need to park in the field, for loading in and out, we're gonna work out those logistics, try and figure things out. So I talked to TM today, so we'll meet after this and we'll go through all of those. So if there's any additional changes that we need to make, we certainly can.
It's just, it brings a different type of issues down to the library because it's for profit entity.
Yep.
And we've excluded for-profits from renting out the library space on the inside. On the outside, this is the first proposal that we've seen like this, so we were just concerned about, especially the Exeter farmers, Exeter residents,
Yeah,
who are locked out. We
100%.
address that. But the cleanup, the insurance,
Yep, we have general liability insurance, I actually have it with me, so if you'd like to, I can leave that with you. I do have a safety plan in place as well. And the vendors also are going to need to sign, so it's very strict policy, what they bring in, they need to remove. Of course, I am gonna make sure, if there's anything left behind, I'm gonna take it with me.
that's on the list.
Oh, is it? Okay. So, yeah,
What's,
so 100%, and they're gonna
Yeah.
actually have to sign They'll have to have their own vendor insurance as well. So there's a lot of things that I can provide you with that paperwork, so if you have any additional questions.
We will, we're gonna probably
Yeah.
ask you to come in to meet
Yeah,
with the board,
100%.
But it was just, to get some information out to the council, because it wasn't included on the application.
Gotcha.
What's the amount of remuneration that the library will receive? Or,
We don't know.
Okay.
It's based on, I guess, how many people come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really gonna be based on exactly how many vendors we can actually get to sign up.
yeah.
And then, you know, work it out with the library and see what we can, you know, give back.
Have you done this with another municipality?
I have not, nope. So we've done small events, never a farmer's market, but I find myself driving around the state of Rhode Island. I'm always at farmer's markets, constantly. And I just keep thinking like, wow, if we could do something where everything was in one space, you know, that would be fantastic. And I just think that our local farmers are overlooked for so many reasons. And, you know, even their farm and their land, it's, you know, in the state of Rhode Island, it's about 22,000 per acre when you're a farmer, and 26% of our farmers really need to sell direct to the consumer.
I think the board was for it.
Yeah.
I think everybody's for a farmer's market, but
Yeah.
it's the logistics and it's the mechanics of it, because
Gotcha.
it is a for-profit, not a non-profit.
Yep,
So, if the council, we were thinking if the council approves it, pending approval by the board after we meet with them. And I think we need to write an MOU,
yeah,
or memorandum of understanding. In that way, everything's covered,
yep,
so.
perfect. Yeah, be more than happy to work
So
with you guys.
the keto, that's how you say market? So
Keto,
is
yeah.
it you doing a DBA, or is it's an actual market, it's the same as, you know, a home dress?
Yeah, so it is, so we don't, obviously it is my home address, so we don't do anything there, so we just curate markets in different spaces. Whether it's, you know, this is the first time we've tried to do, where it's been a town, you know, municipality type of venue. Most of our other things have been, you know, where we've actually paid to go in and have an event, and different kinds of events. So, yeah, this is the first time we've done it this way.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I think there's a concern for precedent as well. I think that's something that the board has to discuss, you know, for you as a for-profit
Yep.
coming in to take money away.
Well, I think that the end, and I don't mean to interrupt, but I think at the end of the day, what we're looking to do is by providing a market here in Exeter, every dollar spent is going right back into the community, right? So, you know, that's the idea.
Tan kind of said that you presented it as you were a high-end, like.
Yeah, it's like a
farmer.
boutique market, so we're looking to do a pure farm experience. So, you know, I mean, I was at Goddard Park the other day, on Friday. I go there every week. And I walked in there and the first 10 vendors I had to walk by. They weren't farms. It was somebody trying to sell solar. You know, I wanna go to a farmer's market, bring back the pure farm experience, that's what I'm looking to do. And yeah, I am a for-profit, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to bring back that community kind of hub where everybody can go and get together and get fresh produce and meats and cheeses
So
and
it's not
things.
about the quality of the produce,
Yeah,
it's that they are produce.
yeah, it's pure farmers, and, you know, no resellers. These are people who are working their land and, you know, bringing it to the community, and that's where that's our focus. You know?
Just another point, there is another farmer's market experience here. I believe it's Wednesdays at Tilted Barn, but I didn't know if
It's a different kind of farmer's market, so they call it a farmer's market,
But it may.
it's more artisans and
Well, it
craft.
could be, that's
It
what,
is.
I've not been there, but,
Yeah. So they have just like, you know, and it can be anybody from, you know, somebody making a craft to, they have businesses over at the Tilted Barn.
they
too.
do,
Yeah,
they do.
it's not just a pure farm. That's what I think we're trying to bring back. and get away from, you know, just having anybody show up and pop in a tent and saying I'm part of a farmer's market. Which is, I'm finding that more and more, because I do travel the state looking for them everywhere, every chance I can get. But I am traveling the state to get a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit over here. And I'm hoping to bring everybody together to do it in one space. And hopefully bringing it right here to Exeter, so that would be awesome. And I hope you will come to my farmer's market.
Any farmers out here that sell produce? No.
So Market Basket isn't your favorite shopping spot?
No, I got some really good stuff. Recently. I have nice pictures and
I don't mean
every
to
chance
put-
I get, I try and grab some fresh produce and eats and whatever I can get, so I love it.
Okay, if there's nothing else, I will close the public hearing.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
And are there fees?
Yes, for the application fee, the certified mailings, and the advertising costs $337.92.
$337, perfect, that's what I have, I just wanna make sure. I got it.
Okay, then I will make a motion. Oh, hold it.
Oh, no, that's the next one.
Oh, okay. Haven't seen it. I will make a motion then, to accept the outdoor entertainment license application of Kimberly Collins on behalf of Kitco Market, Rhode, Rhode Island, to hold a weekly farmer's market at the Exeter Public Library, 773 10 Rod Road, Exeter, Rhode Island, on Thursdays from 3:30 to 6:30, starting July 2nd and continuing until September 3rd, with the application fees
Subject to the fees being paid
subject to
and
the
library board approval.
library book. Wait a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
I just would like
Aye.
to make sure that Rob is on top of it with Public Works, because you folks have to maintain, you know,
Who was the vote? Was it 5-0?
Yes.
Who seconded that?
Jamie. I will open the public hearing for the entertainment license application of Regina Kildare, Secretary of the Exeter Grange, to hold classic country music and dancing events at its location on 469 10 Rod Road from 2 to 6 p.m. on July 7th, June 7th, September 13th, October 4th, November 15th, December 13th. They will have simple refreshments. They'll be sold, no alcohol will be served, and no alcohol on the premises, and entry fee of $15 per person will be charged to pay for the band and race funds for the Grange. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And we do have 2 people signed up for that. Regina,
I'm speaking for both of us. So I'm Gina Kildare, I'm the secretary of the Exeter Grange. We were here a few months ago to do our first event in April, to try it out, see how it went, and it was a great success. It was a great fundraiser for the Grange. It brought in a lot of excitement and enthusiasm about some lifeblood coming back into the Grange. People were really excited to get in and see some of the things we've been doing with the building and things like that. So we'd like to continue doing it, continue having music at the Grange on a Sunday afternoon. I don't know if anybody has any questions or anything either about what did happen or what's going to happen, but the idea is to block out once a month.
Classic country music,
yes.
no disco.
Great.
No disco right now. We have the Rhode Island Rednecks coming again, as long as this is approved on Sunday.
When we get to the fall and winter, we may end up, seeing about switching to a different group just to change things up, but in that same idea of country music, bluegrass music, something like that. But local in the same model that we're using.
No,
Well,
Does sound.
I have to tell you that the dance floor was full,
It was.
and folks had a really good time. And it was really nice to see the building. The walls were fresh and the floor was redone, and it was really nice, so it's a great thing, I think.
And along those lines, just to let you know, we've also just received a matching $10,000 grant to repaint the outside of the
Oh,
building.
did you?
That's awesome.
So we're really excited, that was one of the big things we wanted to work on, but it's a big price tag. So we've gotten a matching grant from from 1772 Preservation Association.
Beautiful,
So we're excited.
wonderful.
Thomas, did you want to speak?
No, my wife's got it. Thanks.
So, any other questions?
The Patrons of Husbandry, is that an older group?
I'm sorry?
It's way back, the Patrons of Husbandry.
So that is the official national name of the Grange. It is the Grange Patrons of Husbandry.
Yeah.
And we are the lodge number 12 in Rhode Island, Exeter Grange number 12. But when you look at, we started, the Grange nationally started in 1882, and the Exeter Grange started in 1887. And we've been active in town supporting civic activity in the town since 1887. Originally down off of Reynolds, on Reynolds property, and then up on Chestnut Hill, moved to Chestnut Hill in 1904.
We weren't there.
But we're really excited to be putting out a lot of that history. We're
Yeah.
making displays on the walls and trying to get that history out to people and know what a gem we have right in town for years and years.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, these folks that want local farmers to participate, that's what that's all about.
I gotta reach out afterwards.
It's all, it was an educational and social opportunity for farmers to begin in the Midwest, because they didn't have any social or educational opportunity spread around. It's good.
And many years ago, my daughter, my son, the 4-H
Mhm.
met over there.
Yeah, we have a 4-H group that started meeting there. We just did a scholarship for an EWG high school senior. Trying to get a lot more of that involvement again, some things that we've done over the years but haven't been done in a little while.
There's no ghosts in the building?
I don't make that promise.
One in here, right? Yeah. All right, thank you.
Any other questions? And how much do we owe for the mailing?
$109.70.
Okay. Paid right now, I'm on my way up.
Okay.
With that, I will close the public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And I will make a motion to accept the public entertainment license application of Regina Bouvet, Secretary of the Exeter Grange, to hold classic country music and dancing events at its location 469 Rhode, from 7 to 6 p.m. on
2 to 6.
Two to
June
six.
6th. On June 7th, September 13th, and that's this Sunday. October 4th, November 15th, December 13th. Simple refreshments, no alcohol, and lots of music. And she just paid all fees. So
I'll
do I-
second that motion.
Okay, and all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We encourage you all to come.
Yes, please do,
Thank
and vote
you.
for rent. So, if you have let us know, we're happy to be involved.
I'll show up if it gets rowdy.
All right. I don't know if this helps you or not.
Tom, have a good night.
This is just file vendor guidelines. That's, our public safety. Yeah.
We'll have it for the morning, so.
Thank you, everyone.
Good luck.
Okay, public comments. Comments are not limited to items on this agenda. However, items not on the agenda will only be heard and not acted upon by the town council. I'm not going to read all anyway, because you have. So we will open a public hearing, and the first one to speak will be Ted Natale.
Okay, my name is Ted Natalie. I have been in this town for 35 years. I'm probably number 3 on the list of people who has ever been to town council meetings. Number 1 would obviously be Patty Whitford. Number 2 would be councilperson Ellis. My biggest complaint tonight is going to be twofold, and it's both against the solicitor. The first one starts out with, in February, Mr. Ellis turned around and said, "Oh, we have this lady on the floor, and she's an expert. Well, there's a motion on the floor." Well, the solicitor came out with some kind of a statement that said, "Oh, it's in the charter." Well, maybe somebody should talk to him because it's not in the charter. And they should also talk to him about Robert's Rules of Record, that it's not there either. But everybody believed the man. So on February 14th, you had a meeting up at the town hall, up at the library. And during that meeting, it was the most chaos I've ever seen in my life. You people violated every open meeting law there was, okay? Every one of them. And Pat, there was a motion on the floor. You had 3 motions on the floor at one time. Pat said, "Whoa, there's a motion on the floor." Everybody ignored her. You were all there. They ignored her until I screamed, "You can't do this." And then Ray took over and said, "Wait a minute, slow this whole thing down." So since he started out here, he has caused more trouble by misinterpreting the charter. He misinterpreted the whole thing, and you people violated that whole thing. Maybe you should go back and ask him, where did you get this information? This is misinformation, and you've caused a lot of trouble. That's number 1. Number 2, he sent a letter out to the Board of Canvassers recommending us, okay? And why he recommended us is because Nancy missed the one date. She misrepresented a date. This whole thing goes back to the person who was in charge prior to us, who from 2018 to 2024 never said it was a meeting, never had minutes, never had anything. When my man over here, when he ran for against Mr. Morgan, there was confusion. I'm going to mention her name. The woman screwed it all up, and he was right. We went up to the Board of Elections. We went. She didn't go because she knew she was in violation. He shows up there and he starts quoting 1800, and you can all find that on the YouTube page, okay? He made a fool of us completely. So then we're going along, and he turns around and he sends out a letter to us threatening us. You guys don't think it was threatening. He's telling us, "Oh, you made these mistakes, your people are stupid, and it's going to cost you $5,000 for the mistakes you're going to make." He talks to Nancy, and he tells Nancy, "Maybe I went a little too far." Then he tells us, "Well, you guys call us one at a time." Sure, why not one at a time? Because he can turn around and grab all that money. Now, Nancy has a thing tonight for the board of, for you people. She's not here. You know why she's not here? Because he told her that if hey, listen, you can shake your head all you want. You told her that if 2 or 3 of us were together in a room, we had to have a meeting. So she's going to come in, and she's going to walk in there and hide, because he's been intimidating her. So you've got a guy over there, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's intimidating people. And I see on here, there's something about he's ready to go at us again tonight, from what I can gather. I don't have my glasses on, but I'll figure it out here. An executive session. Another one of his attacks. Oh, come on. I don't know what's in here. It's number 2, number B on your list. He's ready to go at us again. You can come after me, but let me tell you, you ain't going to find it as easy, because I'll fight back. You have caused more trouble. They should have never put you in that position, and it's ridiculous, the trouble you've caused. And you think it's pretty interesting to go out and try to intimidate people. You ain't going to intimidate me. I've been here too long, and Calvin didn't help him at all. He must have been in deals with him for him to know that when that whole thing went down, with him saying, oh, he's been here for 35, 40, 50 years. How many times did Jim Maruzak say, oh, there's a motion on the floor? But all of a sudden, Calvin wants to change the way things go. I'm finished.
Shirley Medici.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I'm here to speak about a neighborhood issue. And so I do have 3 minutes and I just took some notes. The first thing is my husband and I come from North Providence. And we came to Exeter a few years ago for rest and relaxation. And it's a beautiful community and we love it here. Since about 4 years ago, we had a new neighbor, and he's affecting not only our quality of life, but the neighbors in the neighborhood. And what's happening is, of course, everybody has a right to do whatever they want with their own property, but he 7 days out of the week, he's on his tractor for 12 hours a day. And we hear this tractor back and forth, back and forth. So we're in Forest Hills. I should have probably said where I live. I'm 165 Ridge Drive. So we're in Forest Hills. And so we generally, there's no peace. We hear a tractor 12 hours a day, every single weekend, Mother's Day weekend, in the rain. It was raining Mother's Day weekend. 12 hours with the tractor. And then we hear the animals. So what's happening is he has a working farm in our neighborhood. And it's not that he has a small farm. He has a huge farm. Mr. Hal, what was his last name?
Morgan.
Thank you. Mr. Hal Morgan had been here, had been in the neighborhood checking it out a while back. And then Mr. Morgan has passed away. But, and at that time, he had less animals. But now he has more and more animals. He's knocking down the natural surroundings. He's knocking trees down. He's clear-cut his entire property in Forest Hills. So we have a whole clear-cut area. He's now starting a new road in the back of his property. So he has this farm in the middle of his property, and now against my property in the barrier, he has created now this, it seems to be a road, goes all the way around. So now we're concerned, well, what is he going to do now? He has horses and goats, and not 2. My neighbors are here, we're all here to speak about this. So he's affecting our quality of life here. And we moved from North Providence to come here to retire and to enjoy the beautiful surroundings that we have here. So the smell that we have in the neighborhood is atrocious. We had to put in an ultraviolet water system in addition to the water system that we have in our home, because we found bacteria in our well, probably from the animal feces. So now that costs us $1,900, just so we know that the water that we're drinking is safe. And this is because we have a neighbor, and he's been there, I would say, since 2020. And many neighbors have tried to speak to him about it, like, what's your plan, no, I don't have to tell you what to do, no, okay, we get it, but, like, you see all this activity and you get scared. And so we have set 12 hours of tractor, and then we have the animals who now want to be fed, and we hear them screaming and hollering, and they're hungry animals. So we hear this in the morning, we hear this during the day, and we hear this at night. So we pay taxes too. So, as neighbors, we're wondering if we have any recourse here. What is the proper way to go about getting this to maybe put the brakes on this? We don't know if this this seems like it's going to be bigger than what we see now. So we don't know if we have any recourse, but it's affecting our quality of life. I even one day downloaded the decibel level app on my phone because I couldn't hear my husband across the other yard. So the tractor is right on, his property abuts 5 different properties. So it's 5 neighbors that are being affected. We tried to approach him and we tried, but it's not approachable. So can you give us an idea of what kind of recourse we would have?
Maybe you should explain
You
to her,
can't
you
answer
can't
us.
talk back to her.
I'm sorry, I've never done this
I'm
before.
sorry, it doesn't.
So that's it, that's all I'm saying. I think I just wanna make sure that I said invading our privacy and our solitude and, is affecting our quality of life. And, we've had to make some, spend money on our property because we have now a fund in our neighborhood. So thank you for listening to it. Thank you.
Bridget,
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, thank you. Okay, I understand.
is there a Bridget here? I guess. No? Kimberly, Cullen? Oh, okay. Peter Kestner? Okay.
Well, thank you for your time. Peter Kestner, my family and I have lived in Exeter for 28 years. The last 11 years, we've lived on Ridge Drive, which is in Forest Hills, so we're one of Shirley's neighbors, Sheila's neighbors. The property that she's speaking of, 73 Ridge Drive, gentleman moved in 5 years ago. We've started taking down trees. We understand the rural nature of Exeter. I mean, we've lived here for quite a while. We moved here because it was quiet, peaceful, a little more land. So he immediately started, taking down trees and all this. So I walked to the back of my property just to see what he's doing because it would affect us. And we don't even abut. He's 50 feet off mine. And he had been moving rocks and debris onto my property. So I just mine staked out. I explained to him what was going on and this shouldn't be happening. So he said he would clear it off. Then he asked me, well, do you know what the property lines are? And I said, well, you might want to go down to town hall because this could be an issue. I mean, he's just taking down trees, he's got his tractor, he's moving everything. Come to find out, he had encroached on a neighbor's property. There was more to that, which I won't get into. So anyway, he originally had his farm, his small farm, maybe 10, 12 animals, further up towards his house. After the litigation, he moved everything to the back of the property, which is closer to us. He now currently has conservatively 120 animals. He has miniature horses, he has chickens, he has goats, he has sheep, he has turkeys, he has ducks, he has a rooster. The smell, when we moved in, we put a pool in the backyard, we landscaped, we did a deck. This is our place. There are days we can't go out in the backyard with the smell and the sun. Our back windows, we keep them closed more often than not. It's a beautiful neighborhood, and this has been taken from us, our peace and quiet. I get that everybody has their rights, but this guy is encroaching on everybody's rights. Conversations with him, he tells you what you want to hear, and then nothing changes. As it was said, it's a working farm. It's not somebody with pets, it's not somebody who's raising a little livestock to feed his family. It's over the top. We're concerned about well water, maybe not this year, but the waste is not leaving the property. So it's being buried there, left there, which is adding to the smell. But also, sooner or later, it's gonna seep down far enough where obviously we're all on wells. So not sure what you could do, what relief is available, but it's changed our lifestyle quite a bit. And it doesn't seem fair to everybody else because this one guy decides that he wants to do what he wants to do. So, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Oh, I do have, I have some pictures, but I also did a video today, and I can give you the sound of his animals, which is, you wouldn't believe it, it's ridiculous. And on a quiet day, it carries throughout the neighborhood. It's, like I said, it's just changed the nature of our part of the neighborhood.
Lasso?
Luca.
Luca.
Yes.
Lasso.
Hi, I'm Luca Raza, and I'm part of this also. I live with my wife at 83 Ridge Drive. We're right next door to 73. And as both Shirley and Peter said, 5-6 years ago, they moved in, they started clearing, they started with the farm, and today we have something that's just this monstrosity that it's really tough to live with. We went there for peace and quiet, and now we end up with a lot of noise. Between the tractor, and I'm not gonna continue to beat a dead horse, but the noise is just stifling. You can't, in an evening, you can't sit on your deck most of the time between the smell or the noise. I mean, who runs a tractor that much? Every weekend, anytime it's a holiday weekend, it's every hour of every day. It's like, what the hell is he doing back there besides just clearing? He has livestock that's incredible amounts, and I understand that there's a bylaw that says you can have 1,000 pounds of livestock per acre. What I don't understand is he has 3 acres. So the house, the driveway, the pool, everything else takes up maybe 2 acres. So he squished over 3,000 pounds of livestock into this little area in the back. Makes no sense to me. If you're gonna have 1,000 pounds an acre, you have to have some room for all of this livestock. He has everything penned up in these small pens. The miniature horses are in a pen about the size of this room, and that's where they stay all the time. And there's really no dealing with this person. He has no consideration for anybody that's around him. He'll do burning. He'll light fires back there. We've called the fire department a couple of times because we were nervous. I mean, he had roaring flames on windy days. So this guy is kind of a menace. We feel that way. There's no stopping what he does. He doesn't care about anything. And we're really looking to get some kind of help to see what we can do to fix the situation, because it's no longer our peace and quiet anymore. He's wiped that out for us. And if you were there, you would understand. You know, it's not some just, this guy, what a pain in the butt. No, it's just constant. It's been going on now for over 5 years. You know, you understand if somebody next door is gonna put in a pool, or if they're gonna put an addition on, you know, there's gonna be some trucks going in and out for a little while. But this is constant, all the time, every day. It's just ridiculous. So, again, we're appealing to you for some guidance, and anything that you can guide us to do to fix this situation and make it more bearable would be great. Thank you.
And if I could just, one last thing. So Luca is my neighbor, and last year, we took it upon ourselves. We hired some guys and we bought 30 giant green arborvitae at the cost of $8,000 to have them installed along this section of the property line, which they're growing. Maybe in 3 or 4 years, it'll give us some relief from the site, maybe a little bit of the sound, but this isn't just something we're coming in to complain about. We've tried to take action. We've tried to reach out to the neighbor, and to no avail. You know, we don't know where to go, so we're here.
Lynn, would you please place 73 Ridge Drive under new business for next month?
Thank you.
Greg Allen.
Thank you, Diane. Greg Allen, 11 Raven Pond Lane. First of all, I'd like to say that I, for one, appreciate all the work that was done by the workers in the highway department. I think they're doing a great job, and this year has really proved how really good they have been. Mainly, I want to speak about 2 months ago, I had requested information on the solicitor's expenses in regards, i.e. the month of November, and in particular, a 96-page brief that the solicitor put out there on a notice of violation that went forward to the zoning board. I also asked for a report of the zoning board solicitor too. I got a report from the zoning board solicitor, albeit it has some redactions, but it gave me a bottom line. Your present solicitor provided me with pages of total black. Some of them didn't have a date on them, and I got no bottom line. And I understand that his reasoning was that number one, that he has a client-lawyer relationship with the town.
He wants to get into the office there. The
And he-
woman's living in fear.
That he has a client relation, excuse me, I'm sorry, that he has a client relationship with the town. He doesn't have to do that, but I'd like to say to the council, if your solicitor is also an officer of the town, and I understand, my understanding of the town charter is that his activities are supposed to be clear, very clear to the people of the town, particularly in financial matters. And the other part, I understand that your solicitor gave me all these black pages, where was that there was litigation involved in this. Well, I beg to differ. In the month of November, there was no litigation involved, there's NOV. That's my knowledge, and I've checked it. So, I'm taking an opposite stand to your solicitor, because the reasons why he wouldn't give me this information don't seem to hold up. And I'm saying this because we're coming up to a financial town hearing, and I don't know how any of us are going to make a proper judgment on some of the things on that items that you have, in particular legal fees, when we can't really see what's being spent and how they're spent. So the only thing I can think of is, I suppose my other option is to go to the Attorney General and request that under AFRA laws, that the town provided for me. But I just don't understand why the solicitor has to be so obstinate as to leave blank pages, black pages, everything blacked out, and no bottom line. Is it a secret how much money is spent by the solicitor for some of his endeavors? I think I have a right to have an idea how much money is spent on certain cases, especially if there's no litigation at the time. Thank you.
And Asa Davis.
Asa Davis, 146 Beechwood Hill Trail. A few points on legal. So first, last month there was a Ellis forfeiture hearing. Sylvia recused as he was supposed to, but that did get me thinking. First time around, Marusak didn't do that. So I started pulling some records, and the bills were actually redacted worse than an Epstein pedophile email, but one thing that did show, it looks like Marusak handled Cal's WCRPC treasurer resignation for the Secretary of State, that paperwork, which wasn't town work, but he did bill the town for it, and Cal approved the payment. So is that ethical? I think we should ask. Next, I saw Elaine Morgan had some online posts about doing a disabled veterans tax credit. It wasn't much. I think it worked out to be about $50 per year per house, but people can tell what you think is important by what you spend your money on. We are still spending thousands per month on legal expenses, and that's a structural problem because the town solicitor financially benefits by more litigation. First to him, but also to his firm. There was talk last month that it wouldn't be good to change solicitors with outstanding litigation, but there's two good reasons why you think you should think about that. First, if you're not going to change while you do have litigation, that's another incentive for your solicitor to keep litigation going. And that's not what you want in a solicitor. Job security isn't supposed to be part of the compensation structure. And then the second is, this is kind of like having a bad driver getting the keys to your car. They keep getting in accidents. you're in effect saying, as soon as they stop getting in accidents, we'll switch drivers. That doesn't make sense. If you got a driving problem, you should switch to stop the problem. Maybe get a defensive driver who knows how to avoid getting in accidents in the first place. And by the way, in this case, the bad driver owns the body shop you have to pay to fix your car. Thank you.
We will move to new business, Department of Public Works, awarding a bid, engineering, design, consulting, and planning for the public works projects. Rob?
Hi, good evening. On that particular item, I'm going to ask to create a committee to score who sufficiently met the criteria. So I did not make any recommendations at this time. I did speak with Ken briefly about this, and I was gonna get the copies to him. We got a really big response for some outstanding companies that I've seen so far. I just received 2 of the 6 copies today, 3 of the 5, excuse me. There's 5 altogether that responded. I looked at 2 in depth, but I only got the other 3 today. So if there was another council meeting mid-month or something, if not, maybe we can make a decision by July's town council meeting. But I'm not prepared tonight to make a recommendation, except to possibly, do I need council's permission to set up a committee?
No, it's just a review process.
A review, right.
Yeah, ultimately, the council's gonna make the final decision.
Who did you want on it?
I'm sorry?
Ken on it?
Yeah, Ken, and I was thinking my superintendent as well, because he's involved with all the projects. And so I think that would be Bill Brown, Ken and I. Sounds good, Ken?
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
And we'll put that on the agenda for next month.
Thank you.
And how many was 5?
5,
5 required.
yeah. And it's in big lots of detail, so there's a lot there, so.
And we'll move on to the Department of Public Works, awarding of the bid for the Exeter Animal Shelter, standby backup propane generator. Put in here the recommendation.
This one was a lot easier. Two bids came in, and there's a huge money gap for the same exact equipment installation, so it was really easy for me to go with the Rhode Island generator out of Woonsocket, Rhode Island, for their installation of the standby generator at the animal control. And the funds for that will be coming out of the animal shelter's donations account. So that's always been the plan there.
We just got it.
Is that the one that's for 18,000?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did, right, but I saw that, I have that here, but I didn't see another one.
Oh,
You
there's
said there
2.
was another.
Yes, I have it here if you wanna look at it.
No, but you said it was way out of line.
Yeah,
Money.
well, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a bigger firm, maybe it's a
No,
smaller
but I
firm.
mean, the
But
bid-
they're both capable,
The bid was,
same equipment, big gap in money.
okay, well. that
What was the other bid?
28,000 versus, or 27,
But basically the same equipment.
the same exact.
Okay.
um,
Kind of a no-brainer.
So that made it
for you,
easy for me.
Kind of no-brainer for
Right.
you. I'll move that the DPW director's recommendation be approved.
For $18,150 for Rhode Island generator. I'll second that.
Discussion, I just want, what's the smart switch and the smart tech unit? What does that mean?
That tells when there's a cut in, an interruption in the electricity, the smart switch turns it on, and when it comes back on, it turns it off. So you don't get feedback into the wires to hurt the people out on the line. You know, people working on it. There's no, it shuts off the flow, if you will. If you can make electricity like water, it just shuts it off and turns it on by itself.
Yeah, I have a manual.
Yeah, me too.
The manual smart switch, me. I want to know what that was.
Precisely, that's exactly it then.
Okay. Do you think they'll have to put another panel on? Another panel on?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we have to clear space in the ivy that's growing on the side of the building and, yep.
All right, good, thank you.
Okay, any more questions, discussion? Okay, we have a motion on the floor in a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Here you go, Dina.
Well, it's good because it happens in the winter.
Yeah.
Then you can have, especially with the wind we've had.
Yeah.
I don't design this.
Exeter Library Board of Trustees, request for funding to help support the Men's Health Initiative program to be held at the library in the month of June. Ken?
So I asked to put that on because we discussed not the resolution, proclamation about celebrating men's health.
Right.
So I brought it back to the library board, they agreed to do some programming with it, and then come back to the council, see if you wanna kind of co-share the event costs, whatever you'd like to provide.
How much would it be?
Maybe $500. We have $250. But not that we'll spend it all, but we have it to have an event
Yes,
or
so
two.
it'd be $250 for the town, $250 for the library. 500 total, no? 500?
That's fine.
That would give you five.
Yeah.
I'll move that we provide $500 to the library board of trustees to plan some men's health programs.
Second.
Okay, any more discussion?
Maria has a question.
From which
Which,
discretionary or
I
something?
would say, we weren't planning on this, but is it discretionary fund appropriate?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Did you have another idea?
No.
I know you don't want to spend anything for anybody, for anything.
Okay, any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank
Maybe we should take the next one off. Exeter Memorial Day Parade Committee request for funding to help purchase parade route flags.
Yeah.
They look really disappointed that we didn't have a parade because they worked so hard for 4 months. And then.
Those flags are great.
Flags look good.
Yeah, they do. Are you gonna add more down, farther down?
Just goes to
It's
flavor.
just a parade.
That's the route.
Oh, just the parade route, got it.
It seemed like
I have a different approach, Diane, because it's
Because
a
they
town.
have extra money now, they didn't have to.
Well,
pay a lot
that,
of
yeah, that is true.
Well, yeah, because you don't have to pay the.
Well, no, that's true, but I think we can show the parade folks that were volunteers that worked hard. And they're not gonna spend the money, they're gonna have something put aside. How much do they have put aside, Maria, about roughly?
We had spent about, a little over $5,000 to the vendors that
we actually voided out the checks because they didn't,
Because they didn't come.
because, yeah, we were able to, you know, not pay them, and recover those funds.
I just think that it's not just about a parade though, I mean, it's 250th anniversary and it looks kind of like we are also contributing, we as a council, contributing to something for the decorations along the road. I mean, it's not half of 18 is whatever, 9 or something like that.
Well, on a side note, we're also,
We gave them the money to have the parade. So
We give them some,
They-
that's true.
they-
We support
and
the
they raised
parade,
money to support the
but
flags, actually.
now we've got the brand new flags that, and I appreciate that they were put up by you folks, because they look nice. And it looks like a better quality than
Oh,
what we
they are.
have.
They're made in America, and they are absolutely stitched with love, every one of them.
I was
They're
gonna
beautiful flags.
Make a suggestion though, that we keep them up to the 4th.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Say again?
Well, I assume
Oh, yeah,
that
that's the
they-
plan. We've been doing that for the last 2 seasons since
I
I've been
never
around.
thought.
We always do.
I
Only makes
assume.
sense.
We always do.
In case someone.
Let's put up more.
No, I just assumed that it would
Show us
change.
more.
We have the last.
Sarah raised me hand on, put in on people. We have also, if on a side note, we requested more funding for them for the financial town meeting. Yeah, on a side note, just remember that.
What did we go up from
We
2
upped it
to
up
3?
to $2 grand.
Up 2 grand, so
2 or
yeah,
1?
for now,
I think it was 2,000.
2,000.
Do we increase it by?
They're getting 3. It gets approved this year.
It gets approved,
They get 3.
it went
They
from
get
2 to
another
3, but I can
1,000.
double check because it says
And that comes from taxpayers, so.
Correct.
So I think flags are really big.
It's not approved, I'll put it back on the agenda for next month. But if it is approved, the extra, then we're all set.
What do you wanna do for next month? For July?
No, I said if the voters don't.
Yeah, if they don't approve that.
Yeah, a
we
little
can
bit
put that
more
on the
money,
agenda for
then
next
I'll
month.
just come back to you and ask you again, that's all.
Okay.
And then we have the Office of Town Treasurer award of the bid for our audit.
So, I need to move that please to July, I'm still in the process of completing paperwork for the Auditor General. Please, thank you.
So we're putting this off online.
Now move it
To July, yeah, to the July meeting.
Resolution in opposition to Rhode Island House Bills H7035, H7755, H8068, H8071, and H8075. Those were a lot of the 5 really bad bills, trying to take your gun rights away, Second Amendment rights, and trying to make felons out of law-abiding citizens, basically. And to do a whole bunch of insurance, with no insurance would carry, insurance companies don't even carry that kind of insurance. So you couldn't get it anyway.
You want $1 million liability insurance.
It was
That'd be
nuts.
good.
If you had a gun. Only. Oops.
You also need a background check when you buy ammo. They want you to do that every time you buy ammo.
Anyway, so I'll make a motion to support this resolution.
So-
Read all the numbers.
Make a second.
Okay. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
No, here, please.
Okay, and then the EMA Director's recommendation to approve URI Cooperative Extension Water Quality.
Good evening, honorable council members. Madam President, I think you have this in your packet. Letter.
Yes,
Is this one?
yes. This evening, I'm here to recommend a study that is going to be proposed by the University of Rhode Island's Water Quality Department, program rather. So at first I wanted to start with a little background for the new members. In August 16, 2023, Exeter Town Council was approached by the Department of Health due to what's called PFAS. They're very technical, I don't know how to say it exactly, but so that was in a public water supply at Rhode Center. So they found that PFAS have been widely used to make products of oil, water, and stain resistance for decades. They can enter the environment from manufacturing wastewater and air pollution, the use of PFAS-containing firefighting foams, and when the PFAS-containing products break down, they build up in the environment. So they found an exceeding amount at the Rhode Center in 2003. That's a public water supply. So they found, they came to the town and they said that the Department of Health has received results from the PFAS testing resulting from 168 public water systems that were required to be tested. Most of the public water systems had the PFAS less than 20 parts per PPT, and they did not detect the PFAS, but they did find 3 public water supplies that had it. So at the Rhode Center, it's the Firefighting Academy, so they took remediation to address that. They took actually that water supply offline, so they no longer use it. So the PFAS Rhode Center was 314 PPT. So remember, it's supposed to be less than 20. And the Exeter Job Corps had 198 PPT. So there was quite a lot of PFAS in that water supply, public water supply. So that was 2023. So in December of 2025, the University of Rhode Island came to my office, Department of Emergency Management, to ask to do a brainstorm session. And we met at the library, meeting with the department, Exeter departments, and to see how we could approach private well owners, because that was not part of the study. It's not part of the things that are tested, PFAS that's tested. So they came to us they came to the Exeter looking for sort of how to best approach residents with this study. And so tonight I'd like to endorse this. It's, let's see, little information is available about PFAS in drinking water from private wells. So that's the study, the focus of their study. They want to collect water samples, drinking water samples from private wells at participating households in 2 Rhode Island communities over the summer. They want to collect samples from household septic systems to help understand potential sources of PFAS. And this project has been received funding through the Department of Health and the US EPA. So the area that the other town is Charlestown, the other, and in Exeter. So they want to begin sampling in an area called the Ski Pro Inc. Public Water System, which is, I believe,
Yeah. Have they gotten in touch with Tracy over there? The people.
I have representatives tonight, so we can. Hi, I'm Lisa Hollister, so I'm from the Water Quality Program at the University of Rhode Island. Elizabeth Herron is also here. Yes, we formed an advisory committee within each of our communities. We approached Dory to represent Exeter and learn more about who to talk to. We did talk to Tracy. She's been invited and is interested in being on the advisory committee. Lisa Philo is our principal investigator. She's not here tonight. She completed a source water assessment, which she has already provided to Iago Ski Pro, and they've been receptive and interested in the project and supportive.
Oh, good.
Good.
So tonight I'm coming before the council to ask that you endorse this study so that they can go ahead and contact the homeowners and with what they're planning
Are
to
they
do.
going to pay for this? Because back when we had a problem a few years ago, we as private owners had to pay for the tests and stuff.
Okay, we've got funds to pay the participating homeowners. We'll get the PFAS test, which is about $500 right now for a PFAS test, so it's a pretty significant incentive, we hope.
Can we volunteer?
Have your name again, please?
My name is Lisa Hollister.
And I'm Elizabeth Harris.
I think, may I just,
Oh, Elizabeth, she's already got it.
Heron, H-E-R-R-O-N.
Okay, thank you.
could I just speak to a detail that we have received here? It indicates that households located within a half-mile radius of Ski Pro will receive a postcard and a letter explaining the project and inviting participants to be part of the URI Institutional Review Board approved research study to identify the presence and extent of PFAS in RI homes. But, I mean, that's the process. I thought people should know that it's within a half mile. And is that the case?
Yeah, that is the plan. We're hoping.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I think the other question that probably will arise is if there's an issue discovered through the testing, you'll let the homeowner know, but then as Diane said, the homeowner, I suppose, will be on their own to.
We have some treatment funds. We do have some limited treatment funds.
Okay. Because this is what, if I understand correctly, this is what URI is spending hundreds of, well, not hundreds, I don't know how much, thousands of dollars for a filtration system. Is that a work in progress?
No, it's done. The URI system's complete.
Okay.
So we can drink the water again.
Is this study only specific to that area or other areas in town that have PFAS in the water?
So right now, it's only specific to that area. We work with the Department of Health to select areas within a health equity zone per the grant application. So we have some limitations, and then we were looking for, a neighborhood that we would have enough homes around a particular site where we had a detection. So, I mean, there's possibility it could be extended if we don't have enough participants within that half-mile radius.
What's your sample size you're looking to get?
We're looking to get 40 total for 20 per town.
Yeah, I just recently learned of PFAS in wells off of Route 3. So I don't know if those areas would be considered or if it's just specific to Yawgoo.
Were they private wells or community wells?
Private wells.
Private wells.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had a question for Dwayne. I know a couple of years ago when they did those tests at Lad, did they do any follow-up tests? Have you heard about the numbers going down at all? And then the other one I remember that was high was also the old Carbon Tech building. Did that?
I think they just took the well offline, so stop testing.
Do you hear anything else about the numbers at Lad, if they've gone down? Nothing?
Zero.
What you don't know won't hurt you, right?
Okay, so, yes.
I'll move to approve the study.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you with the project.
Thank you.
Usually when you open the door.
Yeah, a lot of them.
As soon as that door opens.
Okay. Well, you know,
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
The next one for you too.
Yep.
EMA director's request to purchase AED supplies. Can you explain AED?
Automatic
External, yeah.
external
Defibrillator.
So if you're having a heart attack,
Right.
that's what you go for. So it's because time is definitely an important element. We had.
Just in case no one knew what.
Oh, yeah.
did that.
So.
I had to check with Victoria ahead of time, and I didn't know what it was either.
A few years ago, we had Exeter EMT Nicole Richmond come over and she demonstrated it for us, and she's actually offered to do that as well. She contacted me to say that the pads that are a part of that machine need to be replaced. So she asked if that I could pay out of my department funds, which I need to wait till July 1, but then certainly I did a little investigation. We have one here, we have one at the library, we have it at DPW. So we would need 6 pads at $90 each, so around $540, give or take, to replace those pads. But Nicole also asked if I could consider purchasing a new AED for the Narragansett Gun Club. So I told her that I would need to come before before the council. And I found out that the gun club is supportive of the community. They support the food bank, and they do snacks for kids through the food bank for 2 weeks of school snacks for every family. So they contribute to the residents of Exeter. They also help out any citizen that is in need if the food bank cannot provide for a family, so that they'll pitch in within reason. So they are active in our community, and I think that it would be nice. The cost is $1529.99, or about $15.
They're located in Narragansett.
No, that's just their name.
Oh, okay.
They're here in Exeter. They are a private entity, which was the, so.
But Dory, it's important to say that it will belong to the town, but it will be stored there through an MOU, and that's the point. It will be a piece of town equipment.
Right.
But there, because it's a possibility of need.
Right.
And I think you said there was another request from somewhere too.
There was another
From
sports
Waste
club, yeah, in the school. I don't have any details on that. I wanted to.
But school, did you say?
Yeah, from a school club,
Oh.
a non-profit. This is a private club,
Right.
the Narragansett Gun Club, but the private school club, they were looking also for an AED. So I didn't, again, I don't have it in the budget now, but
Yeah.
in July
Right.
1st.
And so the budget, if you recall, she lowered her budget a little bit for this coming year, basically fitting in what she thought she was going to spend. So this would most likely put her over budget for next year. It's hard to believe, but because basically, yeah, remember I told you not to, remember? Yeah. I did something. I mean, it's up to council. I mean, right now, I think with everything that she described that she needed, she basically fit her budget and lowered it by, a little over $1,000. I know, probably just this much, but.
I do have discretionary funds, or is that not for this?
No discretion, I mean, of course they do.
Right?
Or
we get 5 of us.
That's good.
You could amend it at the financial town meeting if you wanted to.
Okay.
Six.
Well, thank you for your consideration. You can, be there June 9th. That's it.
Yeah.
June 9th. Mhm.
Thank you.
Next Tuesday.
7 PM.
Oh, 7 PM.
Not the 7th.
Not 7. That's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, we're not doing it Sunday.
No.
Next Wednesday.
No, I'm not doing
No.
Wednesday. We're doing
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Don't be late.
What's this
Don't
Wednesday?
show up on Wednesday. Huh?
What's this Wednesday? Anything?
Next
No.
week.
Oh, I have a meeting.
I thought Diane called me and said we have a meeting on.
year we lose Team United for
What's happened?
Alright.
sports
With
athletes.
the
or
previous
whatever.
test, she's not even
Not
passed.
Not gonna happen.
She don't get approval for that.
That's it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, and, I mean, it's small enough of a number that I think you can make it fit. It's just the 1,500 that I don't think is going to school.
The animal shelter.
So we don't need to make a motion to pass.
They have one, or they should have.
We're that.
Well, let's see.
The pads, you have it in the budget, you could, for town hall, it's just the gun club that you need approval for.
Yes,
Oh, okay, so the pads are.
and apparently the school doesn't have one, so it would really be, and I could work with the school, because I know the superintendent, I have a relationship with the school superintendent to see.
Excuse me, they don't have a AED, the school?
Apparently not.
They got
Wow.
one, they have
Buy their own.
But they
It's
also
it
play.
goes right to the, they're all like, near to my heart, so I can't.
Yeah.
It's the clubs, yeah, they're looking for.
Well, are we dealing with that? Do we need to address pads or not? Because that's gonna be after,
It was really about the,
in July, when the new budget is in place. Right, then you can certainly, I would think, update the product we already have here to make sure it's functional,
yes, and the library and DPW.
no, wherever they are.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Good night.
Thanks, Dory.
Release?
If you want.
Yeah.
You don't want to stay?
No.
You have to stay and have fun. It's going fun.
Okay. Moving on to I, commercial uses in residential districts moratorium. Actually, we took care of most of this. Bill had sent it on to Karen to get it ready for the public hearing. So I don't know if we need to.
Karen said she's gonna have it back to us, I think, by the end of this week.
Oh, so then we can set
But
something.
the public hearing is set for July 13th. I have to send it to the paper 4 weeks before that.
I don't think we officially set it for July 13th yet. We did? Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think, we can probably take this off.
I'll be absent for that hearing. I'll be in trouble.
Yeah, well, yes, much fun as the last.
Can't do it now, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question for Ken before we move on. Ken, something. How many times can you extend the moratorium?
So the charter is not 100% clear on the answer to that question. You definitely can do it once. Can you do it a second time? You can make an argument either way. It's not 100% clear.
Yeah, it will be. Okay, J, Department of Public Works, request to go out to bid for painting the exterior and interior of the Exeter.
Yes, so, this was ready last month to go out, but I held off because I got new lighting just put into the building. And some of the light, and it was for free. We tried to do it here, but the fixtures, what I'm getting at is we could still do it here, but the different size, you'd have to do some finish work on the paint and the varnish. That's where we're at right now. Now that the new fixtures are in, now it's time to do the ceilings. And once and for all, the kennels that got, somebody put a product on there, some volunteer put a product on there. We tried to paint it over and it's just sticky, it won't come off. So it needs to be sandblasted, it's a big to-do. So, but that's what we're moving to now. Some of the stuff is flaking off. We peeled off most of it, but they're afraid that some of the dogs or animals may eat the chips from the stuff that's on there. It's very durable, epoxy, and when you don't mix it right, make a mess, and that's what was done in there, so it's like, we gotta start over.
So where are they gonna put the animals in the meantime, because you gotta sandblast?
It's a very good question. You know, because there's sandblasting involved, and we may have to call upon neighboring communities and animal shelters for that time period. So, you know, and we'll walk through that slowly, it just needs to be done, so however we have to do it. And, you know, the folks over there, they know that this is something, and they got ideas, other communities, the whole community with the animals is they are helpful with other communities. We won't have any problem finding a space for them for the few days during sandblasting and painting. I think, I hope.
I'll make a motion to go out to bid for the painting exterior, interior, and interior of the animal shelter facility.
Second.
Any more discussion? All
Needs
those in
it.
favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Definitely needs it.
We get done right too.
Okay. And now, the new town hall, Ken, architect contract for phase 2 of design and construction.
Sign?
Excuse me?
The sign is town clerk's office?
No.
No.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
The phase 2 contract.
Oh,
The phase 2 contract for the new town hall.
Oh, I don't be under the age, sorry. Yeah, so you have the second phase of the, agreement, it's for the second phase, but it's the first agreement that was approved by the council, indicated there'd be more of a second phase contract. So this is just an addendum and a replacement, right? Pretty much, and it doesn't need signature, because we knew it was following, but I'd just like to get your approval on it, and so we can move forward.
Okay, do we need a motion for that, or?
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Okay. Joe make a motion, I'll second it.
What is the motion?
Make a motion for move to phase 2, the design and construction for the new town hall project. You got all that?
Mhm.
Alright,
Okay, any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Now we're going to unfinished business, the signage.
Now the sign.
It's December.
Now the sign.
yeah.
I don't know.
Nothing?
They have it. Well, we haven't really done anything.
Yeah.
We know what we kinda want, right?
Right.
But
We haven't figured out from the state if we can have that, because it's a scenic highway.
I like the trailer.
for what?
See, come up and see the trailer. We were talking about the same thing, huh? The signage.
Yeah, the
A,
signage.
10A, right?
It's not a smaller, just a LED,
Electric.
non-glare sign.
Well, something
We're
that,
still waiting for the,
something that might look a little more appropriate for a scenic highway, not that your operation isn't great on your trailer, but, you know, it's not the only place you use it, right? You use it all around.
I don't know if we can have the lighting on.
Dim lights.
I know.
You can look at, take a look online, just Google it, and you can see plenty of birds and
Whether
birds.
we can't get an answer from the state.
being held up by the state.
Maybe you can take the trailer,
I emailed them, I called them.
you know, and dress it up like a farm cart. That'll look like.
Not so much orange, not so much orange.
Yeah,
Not a lot of
right.
yellow or orange.
a mini covered wagon,
Big
something,
wheels.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's under government use exemption, due to state, due to scenic highways in the state of Rhode Island, but they haven't contacted you back? Huh. Does that fall under DOT?
No, there's a scenic highway division.
Scenic Highway Division, okay.
DOT does their work, but they approve, right, the commission.
Scenic Highway Division.
The commission.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
installing the sign.
Right.
Okay.
Good. You can install it, well, have it installed.
Yeah,
Have
they
them
would-
do it.
They would see nice.
Yeah.
Try it again. Yes, we don't.
And future town hall status, 7:42.
Right, well, I don't know if you saw, Fire Marshal's memo about these, her visit and meeting with us, so we have received I can't say that. We met up there, I met with the inspectors and the fire marshal to go through the building to get the CO for it. It was approved by all, and Ron said you'll get it in a couple days. So I don't even know what that actually means. Is it a paper copy that's posted on the wall, or is it posted somewhere? So, that means we would have had it by Friday. So, a contact, is it, yeah, is it a paper? An actual?
Do it in the e-permitting system, so, you know, all the boxes gotta be checked, and then it says CO issued.
What's a CO? Is it a piece of paper?
It's a document, yeah.
It's a document, but
Yeah.
if you, yeah, they can print it for you.
Yes,
and-
You'll see it online.
Oh, you can get it online? Okay, good. So if I print it, we'll put it up.
If somebody applied for it.
Yeah. No, we did. Look, they cleared everything. There was some old, like, permits up there from 2020, before we owned it. And so they were all closed out. I met this Saturday. We met with the Board of Canvassers, which is Nancy, and, to go over the plan, just for the fire marshal needed to know the plan fitting and out, to be approved to have the election there. And so we just had to go through the document, the drawing, see which way you're gonna go, how it's gonna be set up. Just go back to the state to get their approval, for their ideas. So that's all set. That's it.
Right.
Awesome.
Good. New road, 10 Rhode Road, intersection traffic safety issues.
So, I don't know if.
Did they ever get back to you?
Yes, in fact, I believe I emailed you guys all copies of the preliminary draft, which is now official. I have copies, large copies, if anybody wants one to see it. I believe, looking at it, we have lots of options, but I have to do it with the state of Rhode Island because our property hits Rhode Island DOT property. The house with the wall, they really don't have any say in it because that's all on either town jurisdiction or state. So with your permission, I'd like to move forward, with council's permission, to move forward in engaging in those conversations to construct, engineer, or, you know, the entranceway. You know, I can't do it with, I need their blessings. We can do it physically. I mean, as a operator of a machine, I can make it work. We can build the wall, we can make it so visible, but I need their permission to do it on their land. So I'm looking for permission from you to engage with those conversations with the folks at Rhode to make that happen. And I recently was invited to this, you know, Rhode Island DOT headquarters in Providence, and they, I met with all the directors, a good bunch of the directors in the state, and the interim director of Rhode, and so I made some really good connections up there, and they are absolutely whatever they can do to help us, so I'm gonna try them out on this one, but as soon as I get the permission from you, I will open up them conversations. And, so, you know, I don't know if legally, if I need to do anything, but I wanted to start with, we have the survey now, you can visually see that we have an option to open that right up. All those trees, gone,
Well,
every one of them.
yeah, no, I happen to be, I don't know if any of you have spoken to Chris Palmer, but I happen to be here on Friday. He came in bringing copies.
Yes.
And we spoke at some length, and he showed me what the issue was
Yeah.
with those, with the residents, not where the wall is. He
Yeah, not
kept
on the right
saying,
side
"Oh,
where you think it
rebuild the
was."
wall." I kept saying, no, the wall is a retaining wall that the state built years ago. I wish that we could engage the folks that own the house, the ranch, whatever it is.
But if
to
you
see
look at
if-
the aerial view, Cal,
Yeah.
it's really not the problem on that side. The problem is on, I guess it was a schoolhouse at one
It
point, that
was.
property.
It
And
was.
so, I can guarantee you this, that it can be fixed and it can be made to look beautiful. And that, if anything that I'm gonna engage in, it wouldn't be acceptable to end up any other way to make it functional and to have that aesthetics put back the best it can properly be.
So you want the rocks the way they are now?
Those
to
rocks,
keep 'em.
some of them have to move, but it doesn't have to be as big as it is.
But I'm not talking about the wall rocks, I'm talking
All
about
right, so we
the
got
other
a
side
wet
of
wall,
the
so
street.
the concrete wet wall is when they concrete a wall and cement it together. The other side is just a loose, dry wall. So you're talking about the dry wall.
But next to the raised ranch, whatever,
Yeah, that's on private property.
No, I know it is.
Yeah.
But there was a suggestion that, let's see if they could give us an easement to put something nice along there instead of,
The
I
rock.
wish you could widen the road there instead of taking
Me
up.
too, but someone said that a while ago that a resident would have done that before my term
Okay.
here. But that opportunity's gone now, because I guess a new person
Yep,
lives there.
sure.
So that's probably not gonna be the case. However, I see a very, very
Okay.
doable plan
Okay,
to open it up, make it safe, make it accept any entrance or exiting vehicles,
Yeah. Well-
visibility all the way, and make it look beautiful to match the rest of that wall. It's just gonna take a little time and some money, and that's what I'm hoping to get done with the state as a joint adventure. I know that I could do the site work, it's just the money is the problem.
you know me, I just want to cling to the past.
Right, but it is important for me to return it to as best as I can, an original look, so it
Yeah.
looks like it's not hacked in there. Or you got the wrong guy for the job, because I don't wanna do it. But we wanna make it safe, the trees gotta go.
I
They have to go.
They must have
They're not
been
even taking care of
Nice
these.
there must have been nice little things
At one point,
when it was bought.
but they didn't,
right?
they're not doing anything.
No, I know.
Somebody could be out there trimming them, and it wouldn't even
No,
probably have a
no, but now
conversation
they're
today.
like,
It's,
you know, out of control.
you delete them, and then later on, we put something nice in there that's manageable.
So right now, all you need is our permission.
Yeah, to seek those conversations, engage with the state, and see if we can get something done out there.
State.
Yup. And then I'll report back to you how I'm progressing, the progress of them, and if funds have to go that way from us, I'm hoping that we do it. It's mostly state land,
So mostly maybe.
but I think when they came through in 102, they didn't allow us, our property's blocked by what they did there. It's clear as day on the survey.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to give Rob permission to work with the DOT, to try to straighten out that road,
New road.
The intersection, yeah,
the
102
intersection
and
of New Road and Penrod Road.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Thank you.
Does this have
You'll
to
get
stay,
them,
does this have
We'll
to
make it
stay
right,
on the
make it look
agenda
good.
now?
I would like it to be there so that Rob, anytime he has something to tell us, if he has nothing to say, we'll
Just a
pass it by.
I agree, because it's something that's been put off for quite a while. We're waiting for the survey, so I want to get kind of aggressive with it, if that's all right with council.
I mean,
Okay, moving on, December communication 6, that was that letter from Nancy Roth to start a food pantry for the pets.
I haven't done much with that, unfortunately.
You've been busy.
I intend to, though.
the mirror looks great outside the transfer station. I know you talked about
It's funny
photos of the
that
transfer
you
station.
bring that up, Ray. Yeah, they had a yellow state sign next to it, and like the only spot for our mirror was right there. So we hid it behind that, and it wasn't interfering with any of you. They've since pulled that other sign out to give ours all the room it needs to be more effective.
Good, beautiful.
I didn't talk to nobody about it, they just did it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, the status of the 1250 Commission, Historic Preservation. I think they were busy with the parade and.
They were gonna do a float, there was gonna be a lot of stuff.
You have 2 flyers on your flyer. 2 items with 2 flyers.
That we just got tonight.
We need to give out.
You have the copies, they wanna light up this town, red, white, and blue for 4th of July, and they're planting a tree at the library.
Oh, yeah. Which was supposed to have been done, they rescheduled it. When they rescheduled, didn't they reschedule it? A week from Sunday, I think.
Light to unite.
The parade?
No, the planting of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Light to Unite and event on July 4th to commemorate the 250th. And also on Sunday, the 14th of June, at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They're doing the planting at the library.
Cool. Right.
Yours has your initials next to it.
Okay, 5, Al?
Yes, and, when I read these, some things begin to jump out at me. This is from John Marion and what's it called? You know what he's from, Common Cause. And I note this, and I don't know if you all saw it. One of these bills that's before the legislature will require, effective next January, all city and town councils, school boards, committees, to the requirement that they live stream their meetings, and then effective the following year, the same bodies allow the public to participate remotely if participation is often offered in person. So we're gonna talk about getting ready for this, or we're gonna hope the bill doesn't pass.
I've wanted to do it for years.
You want a live stream?
That's council.
Live stream,
Yeah.
so you think it's a good thing?
Yeah,
We
you
have
see,
the equipment.
Communication number 1 shows you that
Right.
all the cities and towns are doing it.
Well, the new bill will be set up for it.
Yeah.
We plan on
It
that.
will be, so that's all. I just
Yeah.
didn't know if we were getting ready for it, if we would be ready for it.
There's more to it than just technology, though. There's a policy.
Polycom, policies, SOPs.
Right, how a meeting is held, or not, when the public is live.
Well, I just saw it, and I didn't know if anybody else, you know, had concerns about it. Beg your pardon?
Number one.
Oh, well, I guess I must have seen it, but, okay, oh, the ACL,
That's
yeah.
your SOL.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're-
No, she waits for after that.
I don't think we did the anniversary.
Very much.
We did the congratulations.
Yeah, we did. This is one that we did for, Megan, right? Megan Kyle? Isn't that the one we did? I think it is. You did?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was.
5 and 16.
I can look check. Let me check it.
Ray, did you have that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
We already
can
did
take
it,
to
you
it.
all right?
You can, I don't know why you
And
did
if we didn't, then we put it next month.
It sounds like me, I don't know what I did with the specs for the,
I had it on top, no, I don't know what.
Okay, next.
I know, Ray's looking for this guy, I told him he could do it, but I have mine right here.
No, go right ahead.
You want me to speak to it?
Yes,
I'm only gonna highlight the parts from the State Traffic Commission that relate to these issues that were brought to our attention a couple of months ago by residents in the area of Mill Pond Road and Bridge Road. And what it says here for the record is that it says residential roadway surrounded by Yorba Valley Road, Liberty Lane. Both roadways are posted at 25 miles per hour due to the residential nature of Mill Pond Road and speed limits for the surrounding roadways. A speed limit of 25 mph was recommended for Mill Pond Road, and the same thing is true for Bridge Road. And it speaks about there's posting on one direction but not on the other. And I don't know if people have seen this in that area, and I don't know, I remember there were a couple people who came, Paul called on a couple. I wish we could, well, maybe get him a copy and he could circulate this.
I thought Rob put some signs over there.
It's a state road.
Well, it's a state road, that's why I'm addressing it the way I am, because it came from the State Traffic Commission. It's a state road, so that's why he didn't put up signs, right? All right, Lynn, would you mind sending a copy of this to Paul Cole? I can't remember who else was here, but he can at least spread the word. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but people came and they would complain about how people speed when they walk down the road. And then we suggested them to go to the state rep, and that's what they did. They went to Julie
They did.
Marrow.
Right.
And then she got the ball rolling on that.
Right. Who's moving to South Carolina? Did you see that?
Oh, is that why she's not running?
She left, right,
She's
she's
went on.
leaving.
Oh, okay.
Who is?
Julie Cousin,
Oh.
Number 19.
So, I just also wanted to speak to this APRA request concern and the resolution that was adopted by the Richmond Town Council. It's related to open meetings, and in my opinion, I thought maybe we should oppose it, but it does say, see, the legislation should be based on the best endeavor to record and live stream meetings to allow meetings to continue without cancellation due to technological issues. which I think speaks to exactly why there's some concern about it. You know, Ken's gonna set it up, and then he says, oh, wait a minute, and no disrespect, but wait a minute, the equipment isn't functioning. Now we have to cancel a meeting because it isn't live streamed. So,
To that point, Cal, one important note on that is some things that go before public bodies in town are on very tight timelines. So if a meeting does get canceled, that could mean, for example, that a housing development gets approved by default. So that is a really big potential issue.
well, it's more or less the reason I brought it up tonight, because when I read it, I thought, well, that's not good for the reason you speak to, or anything else, any other business that needs to be attended to, like Rob, he might have business, and now we can't deal with him. Bye, Rob, thank you.
Yeah, that's
So-
why I was gonna pull that too.
Oh, you were, okay, so, I would move, I do move to, pass this on to our clerk for Exeterization, so that we can address it next month, which probably is gonna be too late to have any effect anyway, but at least we're taking a position. And I thought it was concerning to me when I read
Is there a
this.
second? All those in favor?
Aye. Thank you. I'm sorry that Rob walked out, I mean, not that he left, I understand why, but I think this road restore program is the one that was put into place a few years ago, and this is just a motion, I mean, a resolution to support it, submitted by the, who did it? Jeez.
Tiverton.
Glasses off. Tiverton, is it?
Tiverton.
So, I think I know we benefited from this, if this is the right program, and I think it is. Any idea, Maria, does that sound familiar to you, road share? That's contributed some money to help?
Yes,
to
I-
the
yes, I believe that's,
Isn't that what it is?
that's part of the,
Because there's some reference to municipal bridges and roads and,
yes, I believe that that's what it's called.
and I know our former DPW director helped to set this up.
That was really very helpful.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, for sure.
This.
The matching program.
This. That's why you, yeah. Okay, well, so my motion would be to pass this on to our clerk for exeterization and put it on next month's agenda. You want a second?
There's a second now.
Yeah.
Now, you want a second that? She said she wanted to do it.
Second.
Okay.
Yeah, second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Moving along.
Executive session.
We'll take a real quick break to put away chairs.
That's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
For you.
That number that I got,